Nice. Yeah. So I was saying that I think what previously our Meta ads was performing pretty well. We've been getting leads, quality leads at about $20 per lead. So that has been doing good for us. But at this point, we're looking to scale, and then including the campaign that has been doing well for us the last week, kind of slow down a little bit. So would be good to see how we can improve the performance or maintain the performance with increasing scale. So let me share my screen. Oh, can you share? Let me share screen.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of guess that this was gonna happen already when it first, like, yeah, which is why we needed to, um, yeah, expand the creative set. I let you share already, by the way.
So after so we have so yesterday I launched the new ad set for cellulite. New creatives, sorry. New creatives for the cellulite one. So so far the new cellulite today, yeah, this one of the creatives generated one lead. So that's $9.12. And then the other one has not generated any lead. And then the spend across, because that one, I think it track up the whole ad spend. So on the whole ad set level is the CPL is 34.15. Then the old ad set, which is the one that we've been running last week, that has been doing well for us, today didn't generate a single lead.
Okay, understand. Okay, Ken. So here's what we do about it, right?
Mm.
Uh, I think something that is important to understand when it comes to testing creatives is that I explained this to my chief of staff, therefore it's kind of fresh on my mind. I think the approach we want to be thinking about and taking is that the number one objective is to try and find winning creatives that get $10 leads, that get 3 leads at $10 per lead kind of acting. Because ultimately we want the leads that are $10 and less. Then we will push to scale that, because at scale it's probably not gonna be $10. It's probably gonna be $20 or $25. So if we can't find any creatives that are $10 and below, or at the $10 to $15 range, then we gotta keep testing new creatives, because otherwise we just will never get scale.
Mm.
So
Okay.
when we launch a new creative and it's spent $25 and hasn't got a conversion yet, or maybe even, so if our objective is to get $20 cost per lead on average and below, that means that at the testing phase we want to find $10 per lead creatives.
Mm.
Therefore, if maybe an ad set spends like $15 and it doesn't have any lead yet, I think it's probably worth killing it already.
Okay.
Yeah, because like we want to have hit by $30, we want to have 3 leads ideally. Then we know that okay, this one has a good chance to scale. So if by halfway point it hasn't even converted one, I think it's better for us to just try another creative.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. I think that logic, yeah, I understand the logic. Yeah, it makes sense. So in that case, I will shut off this one that's not doing well. The other one, which generated one lead for us at $9, I think that one we can continue run. Then I have two more creatives. I will on one more so that we can test the other one as well. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'll toss this one. Um, right now on the screen, I think you see that the visual is similar, duplicated, but it's actually different. I think it's just a interface issue. Yeah, it's a different
Hmm.
creative.
Okay, understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, don't need to see lah. This kind of thing is yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, then Let me see. Now on this pink one.
And this is for the slimming, right? The overall one that you
No,
mentioned.
this is for cellulite.
Let's do okay. Then the other slimming one we were gonna launch by today, is it? Or
Yeah, that one launched already. So that one we can go into it later on, after the cellulite. Yeah. Then for the cellulite one, we still got the old campaign, the old ad set that they have been running since last week. So
hmm.
this one coming in, yesterday the performance dropped. Today we have yet to convert a single one, and we today spent $88 already. So this one, what are your sense? Should we let it run for one more day? Or
Okay, so for the first thing I'll do is probably scale the spend down because this is spending $100, right? I'll probably scale this down as well as I will try to add in new creatives into this ad set because this ad set has already some data and stuff like that. So I'll probably like if there's any extra creatives that you can add in, just add it in and also at the same time scale it down. Because the amount that we spent previously when it was like we were spending $50 and it was doing well, we increased to $100. When the performance is not good, we would immediately decrease it.
mm,
Yeah. So it's kind of like a moving variable that ideally every day we are seeing like, okay, how was yesterday's performance versus how was the last 7 days performance? And considering these two factors where maybe the past 7 days has 50% weight and yesterday has 50% weight. Like, for example, if last 7 days our total cost per lead is $20, but yesterday it was
yeah,
$40, then we'll see, okay, that means we take 50-50 weight, then it's $30 in the middle. Then we're like, okay, this is a bit high, so we probably scale down and don't want to spend as much.
okay.
Because yesterday is probably the closest indicator to what it will be today.
Mm,
And however, this thing for the last 7 days, yeah, maybe the creative is kind of like Meta doesn't want it anymore because they need new creatives because they uh the people that they can show this creative to that will convert has already converted.
okay.
Yeah. So there's two parts to this. Like one is spend less and probably monitor this every day. Like every day we want to be thinking about like okay, the budget for each ad set or each campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And therefore, having new creatives to add in, I think is like that's why I was so insistent that we want to prepare as many creatives as possible so that we, when one creative don't work, we have the backup one already.
mm, so for the testing of the creatives, right? Um, I thought we agreed that we will test the new creatives under a separate asset so that the performing asset will not pump all the budget to the old ads that are doing well, right?
That's with the assumption that it is still working well, right? Or that's
Oh,
as in that was only true when it's working well. If the current ones it's not working well, then we don't have to protect that one anymore.
okay,
What we don't want
okay,
to do is if something's working well, then we go and throw something that doesn't work well and fight for the ad budget. But if this is not working well anymore, then we can use this as well.
okay, 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 I
Yeah.
get it. Mm,
So the logic is more around like we don't want to fight with what's working with extra. Like if it's working already, we don't go and throw in extra variables to potentially screw it up.
yeah, okay.
Because
Mm,
sometimes they go through learning phase again, or they're trying to think of how to split the ad, how to split the creatives to different people and things like that.
mm. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Wow, okay. In that case, based on the logic, then for this one, since we are already this for the testing asset, right? Since we already have this ad that's doing well at $10, should we just increase the budget for this campaign and then we use the new creatives and test on this one instead, the old one?
Okay, for me, right, like when it's one
Mm.
website lead at $9, that is not a winning campaign at all. It's not anywhere close to a winning campaign because it's just
Mm.
one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
One really anything can happen. So I wouldn't take that as a valid like I wouldn't give a lot of weight to the data point.
Okay, okay. So just let it run more lah and see how it goes. Maybe in a few more days, does it maintain at that level? before
Yeah,
we.
correct. Exactly. So basically it's like, okay, we just put in tests, many different tests. When we hit a certain threshold level, if it's below a certain threshold, we try and scale it. And the threshold is likely to be maybe $15 and less than below.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing to think about is like we don't want to mess up what's working lah. So but working is probably the like how what I would use as to determine working is maybe at least 3 leads below $10 or at least 5 leads below $15, something along that lines lah. So you have
Okay.
more confidence in the fact that piece of data is useful.
Understand. Okay. Can.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's quickly look at
Mm,
the slimming one.
mm,
So slimming one just got approved today. I think the ads got approved in the afternoon and started running since um $50 budget so far has spent $13. And
mm.
then yeah, in terms of the click-through rate, I think so far it's not um that ideal. Yeah. So
The previous ones were about how many percent?
previous one, when it first started was 5%, the
Okay.
unique click-through rate.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because this is like not as targeted.
Yeah,
So,
but the CPM for this one is lower also. Previously,
mm,
our CPM was about $60 to $80, and the click-through rate was about the unique click-through rate was about 5 to 8% range.
yeah, makes sense. When you go broader, it's like that lah. It's yeah.
Mm,
So okay, so for this one, we just wait and see because we can't really do anything with this data. We just launch it. We just kind of, I guess, monitor.
yeah.
Yeah, and given that this is the data, at least we give it like it spends for a few days, 2 3 days, then we know, okay, do we want to double down on this angle and reinvest into making more creatives on this and improving the landing page, or we put more time into the satellite uh creatives because we know that one has the potential to convert on the website itself. It's just a matter of
Mm,
uh Meta giving us enough traffic and clicks at a certain price.
mm.
Because that's kind of like the proven one, so you want to like put in more effort into the so-called proven one.
Yeah, I get what I mean. Okay.
Yeah. And then one last thing is before we end is that because today I was going through today I spent the whole day on my own Google Ads and I
Yeah.
realized something is that actually skin tightening there's quite a lot of search volume for skin tightening. I mean in relation to cellulite lah. It's not like it's so much that it is worth having a Google Ads strategy for that. The point
Mm-hmm.
is more that if more people are searching for skin tightening treatments than cellulite treatments, it means that actually there's room for us to come up with a campaign for targeting skin tightening for Honda as well.
Mm.
That's the logic that I came from lah. Like the fact that okay, if more people are searching for that than cellulite treatment, then probably if we run that, there's still a chance. Because previously we thought that actually skin tightening probably not enough people want it, but I think that that's not true anymore.
Mm.
Given the fact that I'm getting more clicks for those ads on my own ones for skin tightening than cellulite.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah,
so maybe there's something we can look to explore, is it? The next landing page and ad.
yeah, correct. Especially because I think the things that can be transferred from the cellulite one to the skin tightening, the main
Mm.
landing page, quite a lot of things we can transfer. Like it doesn't really make so much sense to say like, the Ferrari of slimming treatments. I think it doesn't make that much sense compared to the Ferrari of cellulite treatment or the Ferrari of skin tightening. Because when it's a specific thing, I think it kind of makes sense. But if it's like something broad, like slimming, it
Mm.
applies less well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's an opportunity that we can capture as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can discuss that more tomorrow, the specifics, if we want to do this, because yeah, we monitor this and yeah, but I think that's the next step after this.
Okay. Yeah. we see okay, I get what I mean. We see how this slimming app perform tomorrow, and then we tomorrow we can discuss the next step on the skin tightening one.
Yeah, cool. All right, sounds good. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Enjoy your
Thanks.
time in Korea. I'll see you tomorrow.